have the power of God, higher power.
It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wildcard Week.
The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wildcard Weekend here on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Second down in the yard. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. As you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they've built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And this being the wild card round, he is the true wild card in this game because a rookie quarterback getting the start in the NFL postseason, that's not normal. That's a little bit on the unusual side. And there's plenty of guys who have gone into the playoffs after a very good regular season and have struggled. But there have been a few who played well. He wants to be in the latter list.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Blue. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
19 Tiger. Let's go now.
On first down, it's Blue. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Street. Hut, hut.
Off the play fake. Jet. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. Shreds him with a stiff arm. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Off play action. Jet sliding out of the pocket. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
60 Eagle. Go. Alert.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 44 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And, you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
In motion left comes Brown.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley.
And they can't bring him down. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They'll go to Barkley again. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach. All game long, all practice long, every meeting, get the football. That's what they want. Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them. Maybe it'll slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Now a shotgun handoff, Blue. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Brown goes in motion left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Johnson on the return. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. Off the play fake. Jet. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 79 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. This is intercepted. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it.
On the return, Johnson.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Keely Ringo picks it off.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Johnson jostles free, and he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
A final shot before break. Jet. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start the drive with a give to Blue. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Zach Baugh there on the tackle. From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Operating from the gun. Jet. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Handoff, Blue running right. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
Now a handoff to Blue running left side. Trucks over him. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First down, and they go right back to Blue. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. They'll run. This is Blue. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just look into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll send Brown in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And this throw will be intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Now he's loose again, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Now Blue trying the right side. They find some open field here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Play action. Jet. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They hand it off. It's Blue. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game.
And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. This offense so far on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. In motion left comes Brown. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw again. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown.
And the Eagles have recovered.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself and play. Don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Brown goes in motion left. Out of the gun now on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 44 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. 133 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Second and a couple. They go again with blue.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there.
Looking to throw. Jet. He's got it. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Cowboys have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead now up to 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10.
On to give, this is Blue.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Powering forward. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Jet. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen despite the...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A first carry now. This is Johnson.
To about the 33-yard line.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Off the play fake. Jet. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right.
That one to the sideline and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well.
We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Cowboys have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Off play action. Jet. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And running with power here. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Let's go.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, in the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game.